Hello, Scorpio. This is Kendra B, and you are here at Knowing Woman Tarot. And I'm so glad you stopped by to check out your reading for January 2022. I hope you guys had a great New Year's Eve, and let's go ahead and get into your reading. And before I do that, also, let me let you know that you can also watch this reading for someone that you care about. We would call that being a cross watcher. So if you're dating a Scorpio, if you know a Scorpio, and you're trying to get more insight into, what they're going through or better ways to communicate with them, this reading may also help you with that. Also, if you have any major placements in Scorpio, whether it be your sun sign, moon sign, rising, or Venus, this video may have something for you. All right, so here we are in the beginning of January 2022. And Scorpio, I feel like you have done a lot of growth and healing leading up to this point. And January is going to continue to give you experiences where you can continue your spiritual growth. Now, according to the four cards I have out here on the board, I do feel like there is going to be some inner child healing. We have the spiritual growth card. We also have emotion and intellect, which is a water card. So it's definitely about balancing. And then we have the sage. The numbers that I have present are 11 and 7. Okay. So with this being said, I am getting a feeling that either you're going to be getting triggered this month or you're learning from your triggers. Okay. Because I'm seeing someone who maybe had to grow up a little quickly in the family. You may have had to be a parent to your parent. And a lot of the things that, a lot of the personality traits that your parent possesses, you're starting to see that in the people that you're dealing with, whether it be your relationships, your business partners, the people you work with. You're starting to encounter these types of people. So in January, these types of people may be a giant trigger for you. Okay. Now, I do want to read a little bit about emotion and intellect before we get any more cards out here. Emotion and intellect. All right, the key words are love, fear, expression, suppression, head, heart, ease, and dis-ease. Influence of emotional disharmony, both love and fear motivate. Is fear the more dominant force? Unvoiced emotions must be expressed. Now, with this emotion and intellect card being an 11, it is suggesting that there may need to be some balancing going on there, okay? And it's sitting right next to the sage, which is all about your wisdom and your knowledge being shared to someone else. So, you may be in a situation where you're finding yourself in conflict with someone in the month of January, Scorpio. You're having these arguments with somebody, and it seems very repetitive. Like y'all have been having these same arguments in one way or another for a very long time. And each time you get into the same sort of argument with this person, it's an opportunity for you to stop and go, okay, wait a minute, what is the trigger? Why do I feel like I need to have the last word? Why do I feel like I need to argue with this person? Why can't I just let them feel the way they feel? And I feel like the reason why you may be unable to do that is because you have some unhealed inner child work to do. Because there's something that's upsetting to your inner child. And my question for you, Scorpio, is were you allowed to express emotion in your family when you were growing up? Or were you told to suck it up? Were you told to just get over it? Because I'm seeing a child who has been neglecting their own emotions, and in turn, you've become kind of a counselor or a sage to other people, right? Now, if you're doing that in the energy of an unhealed inner child, it's going to be very difficult to be detached from the outcome of that person's life. So you're giving advice to someone, they don't listen, it upsets you, You argue back and forth, and it's a vicious cycle. Okay. That's what I'm getting from the first four cards. So let me get one more card for overall energy for Scorpio, please. One more card for overall energy. And we have the King of Earth. Yeah, I feel like your stability this month is going to come from you really just worrying about your own house. There's going to need to be some detachment in a situation that you're dealing with, Scorpio. I feel like you really have the best intentions when it comes to helping someone, but if they're not wanting to take your advice, then they're wasting your precious energy. You're wasting your precious time. You're wasting your precious voice. And all the while, you're doing more damage to that inner child who was told that their voice didn't matter. Okay? So, whatever advice you're trying to give to this other person, I would bet that it's advice that you yourself could benefit from as well. Okay? Let me read just a snippet on this King of Earth for you. Just a snippet. King of Earth, virile, successful, industrious, devoted, steadfast, authoritative, reliable, dedicated. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Free yourself from control. Don't be lazy. Abuse or misuse of power. Take pride in accomplishments. Pay it forward. Honor your process. Now is not the time to make changes. The King of Earth is not afraid to be open or candid because he has no insecurities or emotional baggage to feed doubts and fears. He is only too willing to share in his success and gives advice and guidance without hesitation when asked. When asked is the definite thing that we want to take from that. Because boundaries go both ways. If you want people to respect your boundaries, I'm learning this too. It goes both ways. So before you offer advice to someone, it only takes a second to say, hey, may I offer you some advice? Hey, may I touch your hair? Hey, may I ask you a question? Just get consent. He is clear minded and reliable, someone you can trust and depend on. He is also wise and intelligent, and these factors keep him at the forefront of all that he does. So, in the month of January, Scorpio, you are going to be someone that others are going to be coming to for advice. So, I feel like if you haven't really delved deeply in your inner child work, now is the time to do so because people are going to be coming to you for advice. All right, crowning it, we have the journey. Now that lets me know that you cannot be afraid to share what you have been through, Scorpio. Anything that you've been through in your life, whether it be trauma, successes, doubts, fears, anything that you've overcome is now a testimony. So we're going to be using everything that has led you up to this point to now help others. So please do not be afraid to share your voice and share your journey this month, Scorpio. Let's look at some challenges for Scorpio in the month of January. What's in our crossing position for Scorpio? What's in the crossing position for Scorpio? Youth. So there is someone who is feeling like they may be too young or inexperienced to be giving advice, but age is nothing but a number. You could be 14 in 3D time and be a million and two in spirit. So please know that everything that you've been through, all of your experiences are worthy. And you are worthy to be in the position that you're in. You deserve it, Scorpio. You're very wise this month. You're coming off as a leader. We got the death card. I knew that was going to come out. The sage is number 7. Death is directly after it, at number 8. So I do feel like there are some things that need to be put to rest as far as what you think are limitations for you, Scorpio. Your lack of age and years and wisdom, all these things that you feel like you're lacking, that has to be put to death. Because if not now, then when? If not you, then who? You know? I'm definitely seeing the King of Fire. We'll see if it comes out, but I'm feeling like you need a burst of confidence. There needs to be a burst of confidence to help you open up and speak about your experiences. There's so much freedom in speaking about the things that we've gone through. And Scorpio, I know you aren't the most open of signs. You're definitely mysterious. But with the 9 of water being in your subconscious sector, I feel like deep down inside, there is a bit of loneliness associated with keeping these secrets that you've been keeping about yourself. There's something that wants to be released. There's something that wants to be told and shared so that you can shine a light on it. Like, she may be down in the depths of her emotions, but there is a light and she's focused up on that light. And look at the light on her heart chakra. This is definitely heart chakra awakening energy. We're talking about love, compassion, and grace towards this inner child. This inner child needs to know that there's nothing wrong with them, that they didn't do anything wrong, that they're not damaged goods. You're rising up, Scorpio, in the month of January. I feel like you're going to be standing on top of all of your limitations, like it's going to make you 10 feet tall. All right, we got consequences with the 8 of air. Every action has a reaction. Every action has a reaction. And I feel like recently you are starting to see that there's a consequence to not being able to speak your truth. And it's a painful consequence. And the person that you're hurting is yourself. And then we got body, mind, and the 10 of air. So this is about being really true and intentional about what you are feeling. You may be having pain in your body and you think something is wrong with you. Some of y'all been going to the doctor. It may be anxiety. It may be, pain in the chest, lower back pain. And I'm here to tell you a lot of this is emotional trauma that's stored in the body. Those pain signals are coming to you as a message and a awakening, a warning. They want you to pay attention. Yes. And then we got the 6 of air. This is illumination. This is a culmination of everything that you've been through. And when you look at the big picture, you're starting to see how the good and the bad work together. You're starting to see that the things that you've went through, along with the positive things in your life, they make you who you are. I'm going to read on her. 6 of air. All right, solutions, comparisons, compromise, open-mindedness, mindfulness, illumination, epiphany, and personal power. Don't let rigidity hamper possible success. A moment of epiphany. Step into your personal power. Do not discredit what others offer. Weigh the pros and cons. Be willing to compromise. A time of research and investigation. Look at and compare a range of options. The 6 of air is presenting you with the opportunity to act with mindfulness and awareness. From this moment onwards, choose to take responsibility for your thoughts, beliefs, and actions, understanding that even by taking a passive or inactive role, by doing nothing, or by allowing others to make decisions on your behalf, you are making a choice. Own it. The only drawback is that you will no longer be able to blame others for stealing your power. If it was your choice to give it away, this is your moment to come of age and own your power. I think that's what I'm going to call this, is coming of age. Some of you are really going to be stepping out of the role that you were assigned in childhood. It's like it doesn't work for you anymore. The wallflower, the quiet one, the shy one, all of these things are starting to melt away because you're starting to see the wonder and the beauty of who you really, really are and who you want to present to the world. Why are you so shy, Scorpio? Why are you so reserved? King of Air. Ooh. Yes, you have something to say in January. I feel like it's just bursting at the seams. Like you are going to be getting messages from all over the place. And not only just messages, but inspiration. I'm seeing you guys doing a lot of writing, journaling, things being published. It just feels like you have something to say. And let's see, what does Scorpio have to say in January? What are we expressing in January? Ooh, look at that. We got the Four of Earth. This is giving me no. You know, standing your ground, letting people know that they can't run over you. I'm not always going to be the one to hold everything up for you just because I can. Because Scorpio, you are a very, um, what's the word? Like, people can really count on you. You're a good friend, you're a good provider. You find the answers if you need to find the answers. Even if you don't find yourself being super emotionally attached, I feel like you're very solution oriented, and sometimes people can take advantage of that. External factors for Scorpio. Mm, we got the Ace of Fire, and we got the Four of Water. Look at that. Now, Ace of Fire is going to be that new burst of energy. Just potent energy ready to explode. And then we got the Four of Water, which is really just seeing yourself as beautiful no matter what. Just being able to look in the mirror and go, you know what? However I'm showing up right now in this moment is just fine. And it's more than just fine. It's divine. It's beautiful. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of acceptance. You're worthy of being heard. I would love to know what y'all doing in January, Scorpio. Let me know, what goals are you setting for yourself for the new year? What is it that you're leaving in 2021? Let's talk about hopes and fears. Hopes and fears for Scorpio. Mm. Love. I do feel like there are some childhood traumas surrounding how you were receiving love. You know, is it a conditional thing where you have to do something or be a certain person in order to receive love? Will this new person be received? Will you, I'm hearing it, will I find the person who loved me just for me? Some of you guys have been waiting for relationships, but this is the first step. Self-acceptance and self-love is the first step, so you are heading in the right direction if you're looking for a romantic partnership. Let's get a clarifier for this love card. Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. Clarifier for the love card. Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears, clarifier for the love card. Hopes and fears. So we got the Nine of Fire. Nines are definitely about the ending of cycles. This is a masculine card, but it's a very compassionate, loving, and gentle fire card. It definitely gives me a romantic offer because you can see he has this white rose at his throat chakra. So he's speaking words of peace. He's speaking words of love. It's okay to be a sensitive little teddy bear, Scorpio. Like, I feel like you're thinking that if you come out of your shell and you show your vulnerability, that the risk is going to be painful, that there's going to be hurt on the other side. And that's okay, because when you encounter fear, what do? You keep going and you do it anyway. Let's get an outcome for Scorpio. Outcome for Scorpio, January 2022. The Mother. Yes, so you are definitely pregnant with some possibilities right now. And whether they are born is up to you. Now, one thing about the Mother card is that it is a very feminine energy. So it's going to take you being in a place of allowing, you know, going back to this Sage card and also the King of Earth. What you're going to have to be mindful of is that urge to control. Okay? Because when you get backed into a corner, Scorpio, I'm feeling like your first mind is to regain control. So for the month of January, I do feel like Spirit is asking you to be in a spirit of allowing. You know, when a woman is with child, once that baby is in there, all she can do is nest. You know, you get your home together, you take care of your health, you drink your water, you get your rest, and you allow that thing to form inside you. All right, let's get some guidance for you guys. Guidance for Scorpio, January 2022. Guidance for Scorpio, January 2022. Pleiades. And I'm going to get one more from our angel guides. Guidance for Scorpio 2022. What do you want to leave them with, Spirit? What guidance do you want to leave them with for January? Clear and concise messages, Spirit. What guidance do you want to leave them with? Trust. Sorry, I thought I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. We got a call coming in. All right, so first let's do Pleiades. Okay, Pleiades 118. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. The Pleiadians are a group of star beings dedicated to raising the vibration of the planet and sharing new consciousness through creations and technology. They have been incarnating on Earth since near the beginning of humanity. You are a soul who has a double mission: to grow at a soul level and to raise the vibration of the planet. If you have been called to write, speak, or channel, this is your sign to keep doing it. Your work is divinely guided. Of all of the souls, Pleiadians are the chattiest, and so perhaps you have already started channeling some of this work into the third dimension. Thank you for doing your part and in the great plan. Your presence and unique light is needed. That makes me think about, that whole uproar of people saying that the zodiac signs were changing. So if you are a Gemini or whatever, then in this new system, you're going to be a Taurus, and so on and so forth. So I say that to say, Scorpio, you guys are notorious for being the keepers of secrets, right? And I feel like we can really get attached to our own zodiac sign and the traits that come along with it. And we can use it kind of as a badge of honor, like, well, this is just how I am. But in this time where we are now, the shift that's happening, I do feel like there is a change going on. I can't say, about the signs changing. I'm no astrologer. I don't know anything about that. But I do feel like there is a shift and there is an upgrade in our being that may be taking us out of the comfort of what we are used to. And what made me think about that was when it said Pleiadians are the chattiest of, of all these beings. So if you are a Scorpio that tends to be a little bit more quiet, don't feel like, well, this is the way I've been and I've been like this for so long and that's just how I am. If you have something to say, if you have a message that is is beckoning to be released from your heart, I need you to lean into that and allow that, because if you have something to say and spirit wants you to do it, it has to be important. I want to hear it, and I'm sure the world needs to hear it. So just know that. All right, trust the universe. There is no such thing as chance. All is well. All is guided. If you lose an opportunity or feel you have been shut down, know that this is the work of God and angels, and it is right for you. If you are wondering where to go from here, know that when you ask the universe for a sign, it will show up, and the moment you are on the right path. You are being guided by your angels to stop questioning everything that is occurring at this time and let in the miraculous support you deserve. Trust that you are deserving of good experiences because you are, and the universe will deliver them to you. I was thinking that when I first started the reading and emotion and intellect came out, because I instantly got this feeling that some of you were overthinking, being in that headspace a little bit too much. So, in the month of January, definitely try to bring that energy down into the heart and feel, body, mind. Really feel your way through January. I feel like your intuitive nature is going to get you a lot further in January, especially with Jupiter being in a water sign, Pisces. We also have Venus in retrograde in Capricorn. So it is a great time to kind of reassess and readjust, some of the things that we are used to doing emotionally, the things that we are just really programmed to do. We're going to be releasing a lot of emotional baggage and kind of reprogramming the brain in January. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated with you. Please feel free to leave a comment, hit any of the buttons below, share, subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell if you do want to get, notified when I post other videos. Okay? So that is your reading, Scorpio. Thank you so much for joining me and have a wonderful January.